should we get Heather McLean? I think we should. Editor of SVG Europe and internal head of SVG Europe Women up on stage to have a little chat. Heather, everyone. That's where I went wrong. I didn't do a curtsy. Heather, great to see you. Let's start then with what this initiative is all about. Why is it here and what are its aims?
Okay, so SVG Europe Women is here to help increase diversity in sports broadcasting, which is needed to empower and push forward progress to keep that momentum going in sports broadcasting. Because if you look at, if you look around your company and there's only one woman working there, or there's none at all, or hardly any, or the women that are working there are in like traditional female roles like HR and marketing, that company is missing out because there's 50% of the population which should be represented within that company, and those women can bring ideas and different perspectives to the core of the business and change the way sport is viewed, especially with women's sport doing so well at the moment, really going mainstream. Mm-hmm. And then the way we aim to do that, well, SVG Europe Women is about creating a powerful network of women that are here to support and advise and help each other when they need it. And it's all about education, enlightenment and inspiration. So after you come to an event like this, you get all fired up and you go back to your office the next day, or your OB, and and you go, "Oi, boss, where are all the women?" Or you start an argument, but about women in the workplace, not about pencil sharpness and things. But it's, if you don't say, people have to say something. So you need this kind of network to make you feel strong and give you ideas and give you that little push so that you can go and then start making changes in your own environment, and it's all incremental little nips away to chisel things away. And it also gives people somewhere to come and network so they can push their careers forward. But I think importantly, one thing I'm really interested in as well is giving younger women coming into the industry the support that they need to feel like they can move forward, but also that they belong, so they don't leave. Because
is that something you felt like been really missing over the years, getting those youngsters into the business? Well,
from the people I have spoken to in this room and outside about this issue, that it can be hard to get young women into sports broadcasting. I mean, it is a very male-dominated industry. You've got it from in front of the cameras side, and then behind the camera, a lot of the roles are very technical. So, engineers and the people in the little glass box at the back, and a lot less girls go through. We're going to be talking about that later. You'll see Rasheen getting feisty.
I've already spoken to Rasheen about it. She was tied up earlier on. But you mentioned those changes, and changes, they're starting to be made, haven't they? SVG Europe Women, it's come a long way in a relatively short space of time. So, how have you guys managed that?
Well, the initiative, I think, has been going for maybe 5 or 6 years, and it had a few very small events, but the issue we had was no one internally kind of owned it. So I was given the reins over a beer. Where's Joe? But I was given the reins in September 2017, so they said, do something. So I did. So I had an event just before Christmas 2017 at the DTG in London, and about 30 people registered and about 15 turned up. So it was quite small, but it was a couple of weeks before Christmas. And then the next event was with Sky Sports and Sky Production Services supporting us, and CTV sponsored, in London, above a bar. It was good. But that was where we ended up. But I thought it would be a same sign up, 30 people, and hoped a few more would turn up. But within 2 days, we had over 90 people register. So we had to find a new venue really quickly and run around. And that was the start of the big growth. And now we get 200 to 250 people registering for each event. And it's going really well. And I think partnering, obviously I work with SVG Europe sponsors to help, fund it, but working with the broadcasters like BT Sport with Timeline TV and Sky Sports with Sky Production Services, that really adds credibility to what we do and, helps us do things large as well, I think it's important.
You've touched upon it a little bit already, but how should women here tonight and in all your other events? How should they be using it to push themselves? I know you have kind of touched upon it, but in terms of advice you would give them on a night like tonight.
Well, grab a drink. That's the first rule. It can be a bit daunting, you know, meeting new people and stuff. But yeah, grab a drink, take a deep breath, and go and start introducing yourself to people that you haven't met before. At our drinks reception at IBC in September last year, we had Lorinda Pang from CenturyLink. They sponsored it, and she said she advised the crowd to go and find 3 people they had never spoken to before and to go and introduce yourself to them. And people did it, and it was really cool, and it's such a good idea.
It's quite daunting though, isn't it?
Yeah, it is.
It.
But people did it. They thought, oh, okay, because, you know, you can end up just stuck in a corner with your mates, which is fine. You know, this can be, you know, you can come along and look at the panels and think, all right, I'm going to enjoy the panels and learn something. Or you can go and hang out with your mates and have a little reunion where you've all kind of gone off to different spots and now you can get back together again. But perhaps if there's something specific you want to do, like push your career forward or find someone in a job that's, you know, over that way from yours or senior to yours and ask some advice on what your next move should be, make a little plan before you turn up and try and think who might be there, or email me and I'll hook you up with people. I'll introduce you on the night, or even afterwards if you say, hi, I was here and I didn't get to talk to the people I wanted. You know, I'm happy to matchmake for you, you know. But yeah.
But you are uber proactive. We know we can tell that by your whole demeanour. But in terms of kind of seeing SVG Europe Women continue to grow, where would you like to see it going?
Well, there's always a lot more that we could do. I mean, this year, January, it's still January, but yeah, in the beginning of January, we announced the SVG Europe Women Advisory Board. So these were women that were my In the Loop group. So I had a bunch of people that would really proactively help me with events or doing stuff or ideas, or I could bounce ideas off them. So I called them my little secret squirrel in the Loop group, and I made them all official now. So there's a few here. So could you all stand up, please? Go on. Hey, look at that. That's not bad. Give them a round of applause. Cool. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's great. That's 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's only 3 missing, so that's good. So that's one big thing we've done, and that will help push us forward. You know, another thing that I really want to do this year is find mini-me's, and there is one potential mini-me here, Louisa from Sky Deutschland. So we are hoping. I
think we should get her to stand up as well.
It's Louisa.
There she is. She's over there.
But the mini-me's I'm looking for, so probably shouldn't say that. Sounds a bit weird. But to activate people like me across Europe in different regions so that we can roll this. This is an excellent brand, and now I've got a way of doing things. So why not, you know, have people on the ground in Scandinavia and in the Netherlands and in France and in Germany doing, even if it's just one event a year, you know, get people together for some drinks with a couple of sponsors to pay for it all, you know, and have some fun, but meet fellow women in sports broadcasting and, you know, start a little club kind of thing. But the important thing is to make change, to do something proactive. So it's not just drinkies with the girls, you know, so it's a bit more.
Which also is good.
Yes.
But Heather, thank you for your time. Continue to inspire, help and support, because we all benefit from it on a real selfish point of view. So thank you very much. Great to talk to you. Round of applause, Heather.
Thank you so much. Thank you.